Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Jean-Paul. I'm a teacher. We are going to discuss something about the endosymbiosis theory. Now, let me start by objective. Let me start by objectives about this theory. What do we expect to see at the end of this information? Now, the first point we expect is briefly describe what meant by endosymbiosis theory. Number two, give some evidences supporting the theory that mitochondria and the chloroplasts may have arisen from prokaryotic organisms. Now let we go in deep about this theory of endosymbiosis. It is thought that life allows on Earth around 4 billions years ago. Since now, when you think something about this, the origin of life and the way life is realized, it means life exists on the Earth around 4 billions ago. Now, what is endosymbiosis? Endosymbiotic theory states that some of the organelles in today's eukaryotic cells were once prokaryotic microbes. In this theory, the first eukaryotic cells was probably amoeba-like cells that got nurtured by endosymbiosis. When you say like endosymbiosis, it is like a process by which some organisms engulfs other substances from out and contain a nucleus that forms when a piece of cytoplasmic pick off around the chromosomes. Now for this theory, we will also learn how the first nuclear membrane originated. Once in the first there is no nuclear membrane. As you know, the prokaryotic cell has no nuclear membrane, while eukaryotic cell has nuclear membrane. Now, how does the nuclear membrane how is it formed? Now, also this nuclear membrane is formed when the cytoplasmic membrane pick off and come around and surround my chloroplast. These chromosomes which is inside of the cell. Now let me look something about this endosymbiotic theory. Some of these amoeba like amoeba ingest prokaryotic that when survive within organisms and develop into symbiotic relationship. Mitochondria formed when bacteria capable of aerobic respiration were ingested. In this theory, to have the first eukaryote, that prokaryotic organism or amoeba-like organism ingest mitochondria, ingest also prokaryotic cells that will become mitochondria. That prokaryotic cells is able to make respiration, which is aerobic respiration. And then chloroplast formed when prokaryotic photosynthetic bacteria were ingested. Now, they eventually lost their cell wall and much of DNA because they were not of benefit within the host cell. Mitochondria and chloroplast cannot grow inside the host cell. After reaching inside of the host cell, that mitochondria and chloroplast, that's prokaryotic cells, after being ingested, stop growing and survive inside without harming one another. Let me look evidences for this theory. Evidence number one, chloroplast and mitochondria are the same size as prokaryotic cells, divided by binary fission, unlike bacteria, have the protein at their division plate. This is the first evidence of this theory. Second evidence, mitochondria and chloroplasts have their own DNA, that is circular, not linear. As you know, DNA in mitochondria and chloroplast, they are circular, and also DNA in the prokaryotic cell, they are circular. Those are some evidences which show us also those mitochondria and chloroplast were prokaryotic cells. Mitochondria and chloroplast have their own ribosome that have 30 subunits and 50 subunits, not 40 subunits and 60 subunits. Those are something commonly to chloroplast and mitochondria and also prokaryotic cell. Several more primitive eukaryotic microbes such as Giardia and Trichomonas have a nuclear membrane but no chloroplast. Also, those kind of eukaryotic, those are, it may show some characteristics which lacking prokaryotic, which lacking mitochondria, but they have nuclear membrane. Also, it shows some similar, as we may take it as evidence of this theory of endosymbiosis. We have something around, although evidence is less convincing. Why do we say that this evidence is less convincing? It is possible that flagella and ciliate may have come from spiro-shaped bacteria. This is something which is also taken as another evidence. As summary, the endosymbiotic theory states that mitochondria and chloroplast into their eukaryotic cells were once separated prokaryotic microbe. This is something which may also what may summarize in that theory what we have seen. Now, by using figures here on this figure, you see a prokaryotic cell with the nucleoid, which is circular DNA, and you see cytoplasm and cell membrane of it. The first, a prokaryote grow in size and develop enfolding in its cell membrane to increase its surface area to volume ratio. Now here you see some cell membrane enfolding. Now after enfolding, the enfolding eventually peak off from the cell membrane, forming an endomembrane system. It encloses the nucleoids, making a membrane-bound nucleus. This is the first eukaryote originated. Now, second, after this, after a, a cell membrane which is picked off, after nuclear membrane is formed, after also reticulum endoplasmic is formed, aerobic proteobacteria enters the eukaryotic either as prey or parasite and manage to avoid uh, digestion. It becomes endosymbiote or a cell living inside another cell. You see here how a proteobacteria is in the process of entering into the cell. Then here you see that that proteobacteria is already in the cell. The aerob ability to use oxygen to make energy because an ascent for the host, allowing it to thrive in increasing oxygen-rich environment as other eukaryotic go extinct. The protobacteria is eventually assimilated and become a mitochondria. Now, after this, you see that two mitochondria are already inside of the cell, And then another cyanobacteria also enter inside of the cell. Then after entering inside of the cell, it becomes after entering inside of the cells, some eukaryotic goes to acquire additional endosymbiote. The cyanobacteria, a group of bacteria capable of photosynthesis, they become chloroplast. After this, a real eukaryotic cells with chloroplast and with mitochondria, with reticulum endoplasmic, with also nuclear membrane is formed completely with all conditions which allow it to appear as eukaryotic cell. In a few words, this is how eukaryotic cells are originated from prokaryotic cells. Now, question for revision question. After studying this theory, describe what meant by endosymbiotic theory. Describe what is meant by endosymbiotic theory. Number 2, give 3 points of evidence supporting the theory that mitochondria and chloroplast may have arisen from prokaryotic organisms. Those are questions you may think about, and after thinking about, provide your own answers according to what you have studied. Now let we look the solutions from those questions. Solution number 1. Endosymbiotic theory states that some of organelles in eukaryotic cells were once prokaryotic microbes. Solution number 2. Evidences. One evidence: mitochondria and chloroplast are the same size as prokaryotic cells and divide by binary fission. Number 2. Mitochondria and chloroplast have their own DNA which circular, not linear. Number 3. Mitochondria and chloroplast have their own ribosome which have 30 subunits and 60 subunits, not 40 and 50 subunits. Thank you for being with us. Stay touch and make subscribe for more information. Thank you very much. May God bless you all. May God bless you all. Thank you. Thank you. For more information, make subscribe, comment, notification, and also share for other people to get those crucial information. Thank you for being with us again. Bye bye.